To the WRAM Morning Show. Joining me in the studio now for a little bit more Monmouth McDonald's Coach's Corner. I got head coach of the Monmouth College Fighting Scots football program, Mr. Chad Braun. How you doing, my man?
Doing great, Sean.
Congratulations. Congratulations on clinching the Midwest Conference Championship with an emphatic 58-3 win over the Ripon Redhawks. Congratulations.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's been, I guess, really go back to 2019, we probably overachieved and win a conference championship. And then 2020, obviously, COVID hits. We don't get a chance to play. And thought we had a really good ball club coming back. And then, 21, we lose to Lake Forest at home and then lose again in 22, to Lake Forest again. Then 23, IC early in the year, and we didn't think that one was going to hurt us. End up hurting us. And then 24 last year, obviously a lot of heartbreak with the loss up at Lake Forest when we had the chance to close it out with about 2 minutes ago. And then, really did it in emphatic fashion this year, just really dominant fashion throughout the year, and really proud of our coaches and our players.
It amazes me every time when you ask coaches about history. They remember the losses way more than they remember the wins. It's just the way it works. I remember what happened in that loss, and the wins are like, yeah, I remember that, but those losses stick with the coaches, don't they?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was, there was a lot of heartbreak for 4 years. I mean, came up one game short 4 years in a row, and your goal is to send guys out as champions, and everyone sets out a goal to win a conference championship at the beginning of the year, and there's only one team that can do it, and we just came up short 4 years in a row, and it was frustrating. And you start to wonder, are we ever going to get back there? And but this group from the day they got to camp, the game against Wartburg, the rest of the season, they've just been incredible with their preparation, their work habits in practice, just the way they carry themselves every day. It's really a great group to be around.
They have left. I mean, they have left absolutely no doubt. One game left. They've left absolutely no doubt that they are the best team in the Midwest Conference. They just have left no doubt.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I saw a stat this week. Against the top three, Illinois College, Chicago, and Lake Forest. 126 to 21. That's incredible.
Man.
When you really put that in perspective, that's pretty incredible. So, yeah, these guys been laser focused all year. I think we're disrespected nationally, in my opinion. Still not top 25
that's
on D3football.com. So it is what it is, and that's okay. We'll use that as motivation, and we got a job to do this week, and we're going to go out and do it, and then we'll see where things shake out from there. Before
we get to the Turkey Bowl coming up here on Saturday against Knox, we'll kind of recap this Red Hawk win over the Red Hawks, 58-3. I was talking to Nathan. I think we talked a little bit off the air that I was doing the Monmouth-Roseville game, but I had the live stats up. It was like halfway through the first quarter. It's 0-0. Things are going. And then, man, when it rained, it poured on the Red Hawks because it came fast.
Yeah, for sure. Hit a big pass to Chase to kind of get us going, get that 7-0 lead. And I think that just relaxed everybody a little bit, and then we just took off from there. But, really, I took the ball, which I very rarely do, on the coin toss, just thinking with the weather. I knew the rain was coming. I thought it'd be there, right around the second half. So took the ball, had a lot of confidence in our offense. They went right down the field. That first drive just didn't finish in the red zone, but, did a great job moving the ball really all day long. And defense was, its usual self, just playing tremendous ball right now.
All three phases played really well. You ran the ball well. 2 guys over 100 yards, which is impressive at the collegiate level. 6 touchdown passes from Braden Deem. The defense did their usual fantastic job. Special teams played really well, just in all three facets.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean they wanted to leave no doubt on Saturday, and did just a great job handling business and coming out and executing at a super, super high level. It was great to see the passing game get going, but, also great to see, Hudson Alt back and him get going in the run game too. It's a great 1-2 combo with him and Rublik there. 2 really dynamic backs carrying the ball. And then Braden did a great job, I thought, Saturday. I thought our offense played the game fast, especially in the passing game. I thought we did a tremendous job. Mason Emming coming up with a big catch. Devon Patterson getting him going, Jeremiah Williams getting going again. So it's exciting to see all those guys get going again in the pass game.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we're pretty spoiled here in Monmouth as far as having a great offense and one of the nation's best defenses. But, you've heard the last couple weeks, what's going on with that passing game? What's going on with that passing game? Well, we kind of found some answers this week.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of teams have been, taking Chase out of the game and doubling him. And so the other guys got to make him pay, and they did this week. They did an awesome job. Devon getting the early touchdown, getting us going. From the other guys, Chase right away, and then Jeremiah Williams and Mason Emmon coming up with some big catches too.
Yeah, I always ask them, the stuff we see in the press box of the bleachers is obvious. What did you see on the sidelines that you liked on Saturday?
Yeah, just, the focus, the energy, guys were ready to play. They knew it was at stake, and they just wanted to leave no doubt. And but really, I mean, it's what I see Monday through Friday leading up to Saturday. It gives me great confidence. Our preparation has just been excellent. I see the way our guys practice every day, the speed in which they're playing the game right now. I really like, and I was excited to see Gabe Ziegler-Harris get in the end zone too. He was another guy at receiver that we got the ball to, and his dad had suffered a stroke after the Chicago game, and he's doing well now. Had surgery yesterday and recovering well. So it was great to see Gabe get in the end zone on Saturday too.
Well, it's Turkey Bowl time. Always Week 10 Turkey Bowl time. Monmouth and Knox. Nothing needs to be said about that. This thing's been going on for a couple thousand years. It feels like you've been a part of many of these. Just kind of your thoughts going into the Turkey Bowl.
Yeah, I mean it's a big rivalry game. I got great respect for Coach Willits. I really like him a lot. He's a tremendous man, off the field, and really good football coach. And I know they've had some injuries this year that kind of held them back a little bit. But it's a rivalry game. Mark Reed reached out to me yesterday and congratulated me on the conference championship, but he reminded me what week it was. So I know we got to stay focused. Can't let the foot off the gas pedal quite yet, and we got to prepare. This is their playoff game right here, so it's always a fun game. A lot of history with this game. A lot of alums take this game very serious, and I remember Steve Bellett's first question he was asked when he got here, are you going to beat Knox? So so it's a big rivalry game, and they're going to come ready to play, and our guys are going to have to come out and execute. We're seeing the triple option for the first time all year, and it's hard to prepare for. It's just a different offense from what we've seen, and so we got to do a great job executing in practice all week.
Yeah, it's easy to say, and I do this every year. I've been doing this for at least for a little while now, and I say it every year. Oh, this could be the trap game before a playoff game, or or the bowl game that we went to the last couple of seasons. It's a trap game, but this is not your normal trap game. This is the Turkey Bowl. There is no such thing of using the term trap game with the Turkey Bowl.
Yeah, I think the proximity of the rivalry with the two schools being so close, I think that helps, and I think we got enough guys on our team that are mature, and some of their dads have played in those rivalry games, and that helps. And then we have coaches on our staff that have played in that game. So so I think all that stuff helps in the preparation for it. These guys, they understand how hard you got to prepare week in, week out to have the success that we've had this season. I think they'll continue to do the same thing this week.
What's the keys then? What's the keys getting a dub this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I think, offensively, same thing that we did last week, good balance and running the ball and being able to throw the ball, not being one-dimensional, being solid on special teams, and then, being assignment sound on the triple option. That's the biggest thing is, each guy's going to have a responsibility, and we got to do a great job with our assignments, being assignment sound in the triple option. Being very disciplined with our eyes. That's a big key. You get peeking in the wrong spot, that's where you get in trouble on the triple option. So, we've got to have great eye discipline this week.
Another good day for the Braun household with, of course, you winning the championship and Silas, your son playing for you at the collegiate level, and then Asa, his Monmouth Roseville Titans get a win in the second round, moving on to the quarters. Another good day in the Braun household.
Yeah, very, very good day. Yeah, I was super emotional Saturday morning. I came to see him out of town, and you know, they go by in the bus, and I'm welling up in tears, you know, thinking, hey, this could be the last game my son plays, and I don't get a chance to see him play. And then, you know, Nathan did a great job updating me with the scores over the PA, and you know, it was funny because every time they announced it, our players were in my ear. They're like, Coach, this is the score, you know. And then and then when I heard they won, I just went crazy on the sideline. I was so excited. Congrats, Coach Adolphson. You know, tremendous season they're having, and hopefully they can keep it rolling this week. Nice thing about us starting at noon. As soon as I get off the field, I'm going right to watching that game somewhere and listening to it. So I'll definitely catch as much of this one as I can on Saturday.
You'd have enjoyed it. There was a lot going on. In that one.
Yeah. It was awesome. It was awesome. I was so excited when I heard they won.
They got another tough one this week. All right, my man. Good luck. Good luck in the Turkey Bowl, and then Sunday we'll find out who our first round opponent is.
Yep.
And we'll work from there. But right now, we got Knox.
Absolutely. Take care of business this week. Control what you can control, right? We can't control where we're going to get put in the playoffs, any of that. We know we're in, but we can control how we prepare this week, and that's what we're going to do.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it.